Jazz Fun at Jazz Ahead 2025. Welcome to Veronika Harcsa here in this little lounge, and you're here with your trio, and it's called Schubert NOW. Maybe you can tell us who's Schubert NOW.
Like you said, we are a trio. This is Anastasia Razvalyaeva. Sitting next to me, she's playing the harp, but not just the way people normally play the harp, but she also uses extended techniques. For example, she's plucking the strings, and she even has a dishwasher sponge with her that she is going to use for making the harp sound. So it's quite a special, unique technique that she's using. And Bálint Bolcsó, he's a classically trained electronic composer and also an improviser. All three of us are improvisers, and he's using live electronics and keyboards on stage and live effects, and he's building soundscapes from what we are doing live, basically.
So now we have to get together Schubert and voice, harp and electronics. So how does that come together in this trio?
We love the songs and we take it our way. It's as simple as that. We respect the compositions duly and we know exactly what's written in the sheet music, but originally it was written for classical voice and piano, and I'm not a classically trained singer. I'm more of a jazz singer, and Anastasia is not a piano player. She plays the harp, plus we have Bálint, so we needed to transpose these songs and figure out how we can use our own contemporary toolboxes such as live electronics and extended techniques to perform these songs. And on top of these, we think that these songs are a fantastic playground for improvisation too. This is why we are here at Jazz Ahead.
It seems as if for many, many people in the jazz field, it's always kind of Bach who's the big improvising person, you know, who has written compositions that are good for improvisation, but Schubert seems to be a lot of that too. I wonder, he's the master of the Romantic music. What does that do to inspire you?
He was not an obvious choice, I have to say. Before the songs of Franz Schubert, we made an album based on songs by Claude Debussy, and his harmonies, his melodies, his way of handling space in music was much more obvious to take it in a more spontaneous, more improvisative direction. And in Schubert's case, I think it was more the grooves that are built in the songs, and also, of course, some of the patterns, some of the harmonies that we found in the sheet music that caught our imagination.
How did you meet?
Well, I contacted Veronika in 2017 and asked her if she would be interested to do something together, and that's how the Debussy Now started to be created, and that's how our common process started. I think that was how we met. And Bálint, how did we meet?
I think maybe you played in one of my compositions earlier, and with Veronika, I think we met in the free improvisation scene in Budapest, where we both play, and quite a lot. I think this is how we met. But for the three of us, this is the first project that we do together.
Are you all based in Budapest?
Yes, exactly. I used to live in other countries, in other cities as well. I studied in Brussels at the Royal Conservatory, and also for a short time I lived in Berlin. And we do travel a lot. We have traveled a lot. This is not my first time at Jazz Ahead. I think it's the 5th time already, and the 3rd showcase that I play at. but we are all based in Budapest, and not many people from Western Europe know about it, but there is a really rich underground scene for jazz and for improvised music in Budapest. It's worth checking out.
Where is it going on?
The first place I have to mention is BMC, which is a label. They also have a chamber music hall and a jazz club, which is called Opus Jazz Club. We have another jazz club with daily concerts going on, which is called the Budapest Jazz Club. And there are many smaller spots, such as Jedermann Café or Lumen, where you can find free improvised music and more.
When I look at this project, it's kind of special and unique. I mean, to find this kind of combination, harp, voice, electronics. And if you think of Schubert, you always have this chamber musical quality in mind, and piano maybe. But when I see your videos online and I see what you do, it's like it has its flow, and also it has this kind of breakout moments where everybody can kind of get free. What was your intention when you came together? Was it just that you knew you as people had some groove together, or was it kind of a concept in the beginning?
We first came together with Anastasia for the aforementioned Debussy album. And there we basically had in mind to have another look at these songs. I'm not a classical singer, and I really wanted to try singing classical songs with my voice, so not mimicking the classical technique, but finding another way, because I think these songs are universal, and I think they have many faces, and we often look at them having in mind a special way of performing them, but I think there are other ways too. This is our motto, and this is what we follow. And we really enjoyed working together on the Debussy songs, so then we thought who could be the next composer, and then we found out that there's no bigger master of the lead than Schubert, and that's when we called Bálint to join us.
So Bálint, how would you work on the Schubert compositions?
Basically, what we did with Anastasia is that we split the accompaniment function in these songs, and of course all these new possibilities of electronics that were of course not available in Schubert's time. We use them to extend, to maybe sometimes illustrate, but also to extend our feelings about these songs and the feelings that are already in them and coded in them, to dress them in new clothes, or to show our perspective of these emotions.
Anastasia, what are you looking forward to when you think of performing with your partners here at Jazz Ahead?
I'm looking for a new playground. It's always a new possibility for me to find new colors, new sound, new landscape, basically, to fill in with my thoughts, my views on music, and it's an amazing thing for me to be here now with this project, because it's a really important project for all of us and for me personally too, and to improvise on a jazz festival, not being a jazz musician, is really is a kind of thing. So I'm really excited.
Veronika, what can people expect if they see you at Jazz Ahead?
Fun.
That's what we all expect, especially here in this little lounge. Thank you, Veronika Anastasia Bálint. Thank you.
When I send that